Okay, so this lesson we're going to look at Angeline the Baker. This is a great song out of the key of D, written by, I think, Stephen Foster way back when. So it's a good beginner to intermediate type of a tune, and this is going to be a basic melody for it, so a good one to start on if you're just picking the fiddle up. So I like to start this off with some chops or some drones, and I'll show you both those ways. Since we're out of the key of D, you're going to be playing with the second finger and third finger. So second finger on the D string and third finger on the A string. And that's how you would do your chops. So you do 4 of those. Okay, and then into the song. Or you can do some drones to start. Okay, or a combination of the two. Okay, or you could throw in some potatoes, as folks call them, saws. Okay, so let's do this. I'll play through the beginning part of the song, and then we'll break it down note for note. Here we go, with 4 chops. Okay, so there's a couple of pickup notes if you want them. You can just start off. So your open A comes on the downbeat of the first measure. Or you can do 2 pickup notes, 3, 1 on your A string. Okay, you hear how those fall? So those come right after your 4th chop. Okay, and we have this pattern going here. We walk up to our third finger. Okay, so the second one is quicker and shorter. Okay, so that run is kind of an arpeggio over a G chord. So open, 1, 3, low second on your E string is a G note, and then back to a first finger B note on your A string. Okay, continuing on, I like to start down bow on the downbeat for pretty much any breakdown or faster tune. So I'm down bow right here. So my next note is, right, but I like to put a little up bow in right there. So I can go down bow, okay? Okay, so that second part starts kind of the same, right? But now we go up to the E string. Okay, and you can slide that first finger up, or you can just go straight to it. Okay, and then with the slide, it sounds like this. Okay, and that little arpeggio over a D chord, 3, 1 on the A string, open A, 2 on the D string, and then open D. All right, so this lesson we're going to look at Angeline the Baker, the advanced melody. This is written by Stephen Foster way back, 1800s, and it's a good song out of the key of D. We do a lot of droning on it with our open D and open A strings, and we can rock across the bow all the way down to the G string when we hit that G chord. So we'll do that and do some trills and extra stuff. So let's get started. A couple of different things you can do to start this song instead of just the 4 chops or the drones. You can do some hokum bowing here. Okay, so I'm just doing the hokum bowing. Look at the separate exercise on that, and I'm droning on my 4th finger. Or you can do something along those lines. There's a lot of different ways to get into a tune in the key of D. Right, so there I'm going up to a 3rd finger on my A string, so it's a D note, and I'm droning on the open D an octave below. Okay, so those are just some different ways to think about getting into the song. So I'm going to go ahead and play the first part of this and pick it up a little bit speed-wise and play some extra licks so I can think about them quickly. And then when we do that, we'll break it down and I'll show you what I'm doing. Here we go. Okay, so let's talk about what I did right there. I did a whole lot with droning on the D there, keeping a rhythm going. So I'm just playing the melody, and I'm playing over and droning that D. When I go up to that G note, I'm leaving my first finger down on the A string, on a B note. Okay, sort of goes over and plays on the G chord. Right there, I did a trill. Okay, 1, 2, low 2, 1, open. And I slurred up bow. And I bounced my bow to get back up. Those are the pickup notes. And when I go up to that first finger on the E string, I'm droning on my A, my open A. Okay, I also did some rocking across. So what I'm doing here, try that. Okay, so you're just back and forth between the D string and the A string, but you're droning on that D. And I kept that going. One more time on that. Okay, right there I did that same 1, low 2, 1, open, trill.